Yo, what is up, y'all? We're gonna do a quick market video update on Bitcoin. I'm kind of sick today. I think I have like strep, so bear with me. So from a high time frame, since the last analysis, I thought we would be going at least to 28 or 32K, but it doesn't look like it's the case. It looks like it's too weak. If we break it down here, it's just consistently getting rejected by this 2-week 8 EMA, and it's just not looking good. I mean, it could do this and then die, but with the way the market is looking in the stock market and CPI prints, I just don't think it's likely anymore. So that's a traditional TA method, and long term, this is my long-term count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete super cycle. I'm sorry, cycle 1, cycle 2, then cycle 3 and 4, and then the nut top 5. All right, let's jump quick into the Elliott wave count. Where is it? Okay, so this is my new main. I didn't discover this until I inverted the chart, and sometimes you just need to invert the chart to get a different view, a perspective. So from here, you can see 1, 2, 3, and we'll break this complex count in a second. 4, and I think we're working on 5. So let's break down this wave 4. So it occurred to me when I was looking at it this way, you know, it's, like I said, you want a different viewpoint, that maybe this is a complex correction, right? It looked very irregular and complex. I didn't see any viable triangle. I didn't see any viable simple corrections. I mean, it could have been a truncated running flat, but when I saw this, let me just pull it up. Right, so I saw this neutral looking triangle, right? And the way it can be subdivided: A, B, C, W, A, B, C, X, A, B, C, Y. And it could be like this, where it's a W, X, and Y. Or it could also be like this: W, X, Y. Oh, sorry. W, X, Y, X, and Z. So it's pretty similar. It doesn't really matter the subcount. It just looks to me that this is the end of this corrective structure, and we started our 5th wave on September 13th, I believe, and put a 1, 2, and nice 50% retrace, and we're going further. And if you look at it, it's almost an exact copy of this, albeit it might be the other way. So it kind of looks like, let me just do it here. Yeah, it just looks like instead of the trend line going the other way, it's going this way. So that's what I think we're working on. Like I said, this is my new main, and to derive some of the targets, you can either do the inverted fib. It's a little tricky because since I don't know which one. If you do it from the nut low to the top, then the targets would be 11.8 and 10K. If we do it from here, then it looks like 12 to 13.8K. Another method is if you take your trend-based fib from here the nut top, and then do it to cycle, or I'm sorry, to the bottom of wave 4. Honestly, I already have it marked, so my areas of interest are 13, 11, and 10. I think it's gonna get there for the next 2 months. So that is Bitcoin, and if you notice, USDT's it's basically just the same structure, right? It's the same thing. I have us going to, well, not 18% yet, but probably testing the top of this channel. It could form an ending diagonal. We just had to wait and see. So that's Bitcoin. Still in the bear market. Let's look at ETH. ETH, I'm not sure on the exact structure. It could also be some kind of complex move. Let me see if I have the count. Maybe it's my inverted chart. Yeah, I have it. It looks irregular as well. I think this were the low ends, September 11th, and then now it's starting 1-2. For me, I think 724. I think it's yearly open. Or is it something significant? Yeah, it's yearly open. So I think that's the next bottom level I have. And once we get this 5-wave move down, it'll be pretty clear that it's a 5-wave. So we'll get a nice decent bounce. It'll be like this. It should be a nice 50% retrace. My guess is the Fed, they're probably gonna like maybe pause interest rates or something, some kind of catalyst where everyone will be tricked into buying the bottom again, or tricked into buying this thinking that it's the bottom, but instead they're just gonna get butt wrecked and then we'll capitulate lower. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Same with Bitcoin. You know, it's I have it as a same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 would take us to 724-ish. Let me update this chart actually. Yeah, because the 1, 2 doesn't make sense. This 1, 2, 3, 4 doesn't really make that much sense to me now. It just looks kind of odd. So let's do it to here. I'm already short ETH. I'm riding it, and then I'll start DCAing in for a scalp at around 720, 750, or whatever level this was, 720. Yeah. This I want to make right here. Man, the time relationship is just so good. You guys, it's really amazing how well it correlates. I'm gonna highlight it like this. Let's do WXYXZ, something like that. Yeah, something. So you get that. You get the gist. This is where wave 4 ends. WXABC, maybe Y. Can you put Y up here? It's not as clean, but it still works. All right, I'm just gonna do the subdivision. Okay, so that's ETH. I want to go over some of the outs that I think have good potential to be nuked, or a good opportunity, I should say. So Binance coin. I mean, they already had a news about the hack coming, okay, and then I mean, I feel like it's just so obvious that it's gonna go to like $38, right? I'm short from here. I got to stop above 295, so my entry's risk free right now. I think most outs are in their final leg of either 1 or A, and it should start accelerating soon. Maybe this can also be complex. Maybe it's like WXY or WXYXZ. We'll just wait and see, right? MACD is starting to cross over, and I'm not taking any profit until at least 195 and 142. Ape is another good one. Looks like a clear triangle to me. And I think it's going to test 324. One of these damn coins that shook me out. I had a goated entry on this, but CHZ, if it gets to 22 cents, I'm maximum short, and then sending this motherfucker down lower. MATIC, you already know how it is. Where's the damn count? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're starting 5. There's a lot of complex structures going down, but I think it starts to nuke too. I'm not short yet. I think I got shaken out. Looking to reload if it ever gets to 81 cents, but expecting it to retest around 30. So QNT, I just opened a short position on this. I'm sad there wasn't futures on it, but I used ISO margin on KuCoin. And let me pull up the longer chart. We'll get to see. So QNT. Let's go in a week, right? Okay, so you can argue that this structure is, I don't know, 1, 2, and now we're in a 4. We have 5 to come, but given the state of the market, I just don't see it. And I think it's more likely that we put some kind of corrective structure up like this, where it's A, B, and C. And if you take this trend-based fib, I think it's a good extension where, damn, did I delete it? Trend-based fib. Okay, that's where it is. Yeah, I mean, it hits one, oh, you can't even see it, my bad. It hits the 1618, like, perfectly. So it looks corrected to me. And then on the way down, it looks, you can count it to, it can be counted as a 3-wave, but I have it, of course, you know me, I'm bearish, so I have it as some kind of impulse. So, oh man, let me see, how do I have it on the other chart? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, 1. Man. Oops. Something like, you get the idea. I think this part is corrective on the way up, and we're headed to at least 39 bucks again, and lower targets would be 11. I already opened my short. Stop loss probably be daily above 177. We'll just wait and see. We can go back to sub count. So sub count, I have it as a ABC up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, B. Now 1, 2. It's a clear triangle, so we know that the move is almost finished, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and then this. I think the 5 is in. Yeah, this looks like a distribution. The alternative count would probably be like this, where it's but where it's like this, that's the alternate. I don't think it's the case just because wave 4 is starting to take too long, right? In terms to this relationship. So there's 9 bars, and now it's taking too long. And that's it. Yeah, can't wait for these. There's a massive opportunity coming. There's a lot of, I feel like a lot of good profits to be made on these shorts. I guess one final takeaway. You guys know I love doing Elliott waves. There's a lot of garbage counts and garbage crypto Twitter Elliott wave counts. The main takeaway I want you guys to remember is that time is very important. Usually waves 2 and 4 are correlated, so they're related to each other, right? Usually they're around the same time. And then along with that, sub waves should not be taking longer than higher degree waves. So parent waves should usually be longer than the sub waves. That's probably the biggest guideline I can give. And subwave ones cannot be bigger than the parent wave ones. So I'm tired of seeing like, oh, 1 2 1 2. That's just garbage counting in my book, and it never ever plays out. Okay, so anyone that's telling you that Bitcoin or any other asset put in a giant fucking 1 2 1 2, they just don't know what the hell they're doing, and you can just unfollow what they're saying. So just to recap, I am again bearish. We did not hit my zone where I thought we would, like of 28K, just because how weak it is. I think Bitcoin and a majority of altcoins put in some kind of complex WXYXZ or neutral triangle structure to finish wave 4, and we're in a final leg down to finish either 1 or A. And for Bitcoin, I'm expecting 13, 11, and 10 before a big bounce. So let's say we get there, I'm expecting maybe a 2x, like a 2x bounce. So I will be averaging in around these levels, maybe like 25 here, 25 here, 50% here, and riding spot, because it's going to provide 2%. So let's say you buy around 10, at minimum I expect it to bounce to at least 20, at least. So you make a 2x right there and just get out. It's going to be some kind of choppy ass structure, so you can wait for A to finish, and then long A, you can wait for A and B to finish, and then long B and ride C out. But again, the corrective structures are kind of hard to play out, so better to just be in spot. I'll go over equities in a bit. I'll probably do it after this video. But if you guys enjoyed, please like, share, retweet, give a thumbs up. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, y'all, and just remember TA over FA. Peace.